Hello YouTube! My name is Chris, I'm the Budget Prepper, and I am doing the first video in a couple video series of the $10 dollar store survival kit challenge. Now, this challenge was originally started by Wrangler Star, and it is basically you have $10 to spend at the dollar store, or a dollar store, and buy a survival kit that will help you survive for no more than 24 hours. There's a couple rules to the challenge. First rule is your kit has to be $10 or less before tax. Your kit has to be waterproof, be able to be submerged for a minute. Number 3 is you have to have 2 meals worth of food. Number 4 is you have to have some sort of shelter. Oh, another rule is you have to be able to create fire. So, before I show you all my goodies that I got, just to let you know where I'm standing on this, I have watched pretty much every video on YouTube on everybody's $10 dollar store survival kit. Now this kit is kind of a kit I see you having in your vehicle, and your vehicle breaks down, you're stuck overnight till someone figures out you're missing. So you'll have this kit plus all the stuff that you carry every day anyway. This is the way I see it. So with that being said, I bought some items that some people didn't buy. I didn't buy some items that a lot of people did, and I'll explain that as I go. But I guess let's go ahead and start off with all my kit. I actually went to the dollar store 2 or 3 times. I originally wrote this kit down on a piece of paper, figured out I want this, 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 and this. And the first time I forgot water. So I had to go in, subtract something, change it to water. I made about 3 different versions of my list before I actually went and bought everything. So I've put a lot of work into building what I think will be the perfect kit from the dollar store, I should say. My plans are to test this kit, make some tweaks, and build a kit that I can actually keep in my truck for this exact emergency. So let's go ahead and get started, I guess. Let's go ahead and go with the first one, fire. I went ahead and bought the 10-pack of 32 count boxes of Strike on box matches. Some people bought lighters. Lighters are prone to fail. You buy a 3-pack of lighters, you have 3 chances to start a fire. I have 320 chances to start a fire. Plus there's paper you can use to help start fires. My next thing is the shelter. You gotta have a shelter. I was gonna buy a tarp. They were like 4 foot by 6 foot tarps. They were honestly the heaviest piece of plastic there at the dollar store, but I just didn't like the size of the tarp, so I didn't buy it. I ended up buying the 9x12 0.7 mil drop cloth. I've seen this used very well in building a A-frame type tent. So and I've got a pretty good idea of how I want to set this up. You guys are just gonna have to wait till I go out and test this to see, but I think it'll work out very well. Along with the drop cloth, I bought jute twine. My dollar store didn't really have a whole lot of choices for rope cordage material. They had this, they had some plastic version of this, and they had some bigger nylon rope. And I went with the jute twine. It says 118 feet. I don't know if that's per roll or all 3 rolls in together. I mean, they're pretty thick. I kind of think that's per roll. We'll find out whenever we go to use it. But, this will help me secure my coverage down. It's a natural rope, so it's burnable. I can help start fire with it, tie stuff together. I also bought a roll of duct tape. Along with the cordage, duct tape will help me secure a very nice shelter. And I've got a really good idea of what I want to use this for. Once again, I will not say until I make my video. The next thing is 2 meals. Now, I bought a couple cans of Chef Boyardee SpaghettiOs, which, in retrospect, I realized I hate. I went back and bought a jar of peanut butter. Number 1, you know, it's completely sealed up. It'll be good to go. It is a container when it's empty, and you actually, if you let it set long enough, that little bit of oil that sometimes reaches to the top or seeps up to the top is oil. It's burnable. Dip some, soak it up in the jute twine, light it on fire. It'll be good. But anyway, you know, high protein peanut butter. It's good. It's easy. It's portable. I can eat it with my hands. Very easy. The other thing I got for my second meal is instant oatmeal. There's 6 packets in here. There's, you know, a decent amount of calories, 1,000 calories in all 6 of them. Protein, you know, it's pretty tasty. So that is my fire, my food, and my covered. The next one is the waterproofing, which I told you I forgot. I originally bought a pack of emergency candles. There are 4.5-hour emergency candles that I was going to use as fire starters, but you know, I kept them. I didn't return them because they are a bunch of nice candles for $1, and I went back and got 1-gallon slider storage bags. Let me introduce my other couple items, and I will then go through the waterproofing of everything. Something that I got that not a lot of other people got. Actually, I didn't see anybody else get. Toilet paper. It came in a 4-pack. I'm only going to take one. I'm actually going to put it in a bag, make it waterproof, but of course it is toilet paper. It's its primary purpose. You can use it to clean wounds, to use as band-aids with the duct tape, to make kind of gauze pads. I can use it as a fire starter. A lot of uses for toilet paper. It's light, it can smash down, it'll be okay. Another container I got is this bread loaf pan. I can dig with it, I can carry water with it, I can boil. You know, it's steel, so I can fully cook in it. I'll be able to cook my oatmeal in it. I originally needed a way to cook my SpaghettiOs, so I got this. And figured I'm ditching the SpaghettiOs, I might as well get something I can use this for, because I don't really need another $1. And very last, 6-pack of water. Water is very vital. You know, this is honestly more than a day's worth of water. This is probably about 2 days worth of water for one person. But I think I'll take it all because I'll be using some of it to cook and whatnot. So now on to the waterproofing part of all of my kit. Well, this is water. They're sealed. Water's obviously not coming out. No water can go in. They're waterproof. Now, my definition of waterproof is that the product will not be damaged or harmed by the water. It will still be 100% usable and will have no immediate damage. Not saying it can't get wet, but if it gets wet, it doesn't hurt it. And if getting wet will hurt it, then it obviously needs to be something that it won't get wet. So these are sealed up. They're sealed up, good to go, waterproof. This pan is steel. Water technically doesn't hurt it. I mean, it'll start to oxidize a little bit probably, but it would take a long time to sit in the water before it actually rusted to the point of it being unusable. So I'm counting this as waterproof. Next up, duct tape. Duct tape was kind of made to keep stuff waterproof, from what I understand. So duct tape's already waterproof. Drop cloth. Now this package does have little perforations in the back of it, I guess to open it up easier to let it breathe. But this thing is plastic. If it gets wet, it's really not going to hurt it. And even if it grows some mildew or something on it, I don't think that it would affect it. Even if it does get wet, you just open it up prematurely and let it dry out. So it's waterproof. Water will not hurt the functionality of it one bit. Peanut butter. With the jar completely closed, I'm pretty sure it's waterproof. especially with the seal still on it. I'm going to call it waterproof, and we'll see. I mean, a little water probably won't hurt your peanut butter anyway, but we'll see whenever we test everything. So, you know, we'll take 4 of them for good measure, right in the bag. Good. But just to be safe, twine in there. Toilet paper, definitely not waterproof. Put that in there. Go ahead and put the toilet paper in its own Ziploc bag. And whenever I'm done with whatever's in the bag, if I use all the stuff, the new bags then become 1-gallon water jugs. So, you know, double use. Let's go submerge this for 60 seconds and see if it stays waterproof. See if it stays dry. Alright, YouTube, this is the waterproofing challenge. Everything is going completely submerged for 1 minute. Alright, I had a few leaks, a few air bubbles coming out of one of my bags. Just from looking at it, I can't tell which bag it is. But that bag is completely dry inside. And it was leaking out of the very top corner where the zipper came out. I think it was this bag. I feel no moisture inside. I don't feel any moisture in this bag. So even if any of these bags did get wet, there's still another bag behind it to keep this entire thing dry. So I'll be packing it out in the bags that I got. I got a couple extras. I asked the guy for one. So please subscribe if you like this video. Please comment below if you agree or disagree with any of the things I bought, any things I didn't buy, want to ask any questions. Please do all that below. Once again, my name is Chris. I am the Budget Prepper. And I will see you guys next time. Next time I see you guys, I will be in the field putting this kit to the test for about 18 hours. See you guys next time.